To have you both here. So, Mark, just real quickly, what are you seeing in terms of an overall slowdown in spending here?
Well, what you're seeing, I think, is that current existing advertisers, like kind of the big names, they're just very indecisive. So a lot, normally in January, they would know what they were planning to spend for 2023, and you just didn't see that this year.
Interesting.
People just really not knowing what they want to do. And so it's making, like, the whole digital ad market kind of be in suspended animation a bit.
I'm curious because the last recession, I'm not going to count COVID, but the financial crisis, the digital ad market, I have to imagine, was so nascent that did it even experience a slowdown, or did it actually gain share during that period?
Well, anytime there's usually like any kind of broader decline, essentially, we talked about this in the past, direct response marketing actually benefits. It happened with COVID, that happened before then. But right now, I kind of look at the current slowdown, and in the previous ones, it was like there was a crowd of people that just rushed to the next opportunity. It was like in 2000, let's go for housing. And then in COVID, it's like, everything's discounted. Let's just buy everything on discount. Now everyone doesn't seem to know where to go. And then you're seeing that reflected in retailers and everyone just not knowing what to do with their budgets and just kind of holding back.
And Joanna, I think it's also interesting for this market in particular to wonder, okay, is it recession, to Mark's point, that's keeping everybody kind of in wait-and-see mode? And is it competition? The fact that Netflix all of a sudden is going to sop up a big piece of the advertising market this year, and everyone else still trying to figure out what to do with some of these ad-blocking things that have been going on. What are you hearing?
Yep. Yeah, I'll raise the tech flag, tech person here. So much, or the big question is going to be how much of this is about tech, right? In 2022, the big story around ad tech was the impact that Apple's changes to iOS had on iPhone users and targeting them. We saw a lot of that discussed in the Meta earnings calls, Snap's calls. We are, I think, are really focused on what is going to be the rebound to that. What are the improvements that these tech companies can say they've made in the last year to combat some of that specific targeting that they lost with Apple? So that's one big thing to look for on the tech side. I think specifically on Meta, there's really something promising, too, in how they're using AI, and to hear from them on how they're using AI specifically in Instagram, and if they're making inroads there to compete with TikTok with their Reels product. The Journal had a story a few days ago which said internally they are very optimistic about what they are doing on Reels. So that being more engagement there, more opportunities for ad targeting. And again, back to that first point, using the data in smarter ways that they may have had to recoup because of Apple's changes.
Yeah. Mark, what would you say are kind of the next we're going to have earnings, but to your point, this is a little bit of a Q4 story. We want to hear their guidance. We want to hear anything that they say about kind of the way that we're starting off this year.
Yeah, well, I think Q4, just because the seasonality is likely to not be huge, but not disappointing. But I think something that's really different is that because I don't think you've seen this like real pullback in spending among kind of the tech giants, I guess you would say, that means there's not going to be explosive growth as the market does recover. So if we're kind of just hovering, I think what I hear from a lot of advertisers is that they're looking for new opportunities. And so that is going to favor maybe TikTok. It's going to favor streaming. It's going to favor, the word AI, and, you were talking about earlier. It's not going to be like, okay, we're back to normal, and now, like Meta, it just gets explosive growth in the next couple of quarters.
So this is super interesting, Joanne. I'll give you a quick final word here. But if the same analogy in the financial crisis was people migrating to online, for instance, is the migration now going to be to what Mark said, social, streaming, and AI?
Yeah.
I don't think that's different than where we've been. Yes, we have more buzzwords in the mix now, right? I totally agree with Mark there. There's got to be another buzzword that advertisers get excited about. I think AI is that right now. I'm not sure anyone really knows what AI means for that, but we'll see. We'll see. Even though I know I've said AI like 15 times already on this show, so.
I mean, you're not seeing anyone really look to commit budgets here yet. There's not things like ChatGPT haven't even started offering advertising.
Yeah, and it's not. ChatGPT is very exciting, but when Google first came about, I mean, there were just so many people using it before they ever had an ad business.
Totally.
And they were using it constantly. With ChatGPT, it's still kind of like, this is a fun toy to play with.
It gives me that same feeling. And you're right. When Google first started, we were all like, wow, it's so clean and this whole thing.
Yeah.
And then little did we know it would become one of the greatest ad platforms of all time.
Yeah, exactly. And so
to that point, I will say the excitement around it, right? That's not only making consumers excited, which is what advertisers want to see, but the tech companies have been so sort of pushed along, right? It really lit something under them. I'm not going to say the three-letter word I want to say, but it lit something under them to get ahead of AI. And so maybe that inspires the entire industry.
Yeah, and I think also what's a little known is that advertisers are not ready to accept the reporting from Google and Meta. This is kind of a subtle point, but they're now really developing their own models. They're almost like investors coming up with their own ways of looking at the data. And so again, they're looking for new places to place dollars. So I think, and this is slightly self-serving, I think streaming is going to do very well.
Yeah.